this is part 2 of our interview with Tey. Again, thank you for being here. And then this one's going to be focused more a little bit about the technology, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and just the business of it. So yeah, we're going to get started with how did blockchain help you verify your identity, and how do you think that blockchain can help others verify theirs?
Sure. We always talk about the use cases of blockchain technology, and we split it into two main big titles, financial and non-financial applications. What we hear people talking about cryptocurrencies and blockchain is more of the financial aspects. But there is, in fact, a big untapped use case yet, which is the digital identity, timestamping, and verifying the credentials of organizations and in general credentials that people carry. So, and this as well has a backdrop to my story. I told you I'm born in Kuwait, but in fact I don't have a birth certificate because during the Gulf War, the birth registries got burned and they were destroyed. Now, birth certificates are pieces of paper. They're issued by governments, but we have to trust that this government who issued this document is a good government, and the credential is mainly valid. Paper, when it's lost, especially in its original form, it's gone. You cannot retrieve it back. And this is what happened in Kuwait. So on my driving license in the Netherlands, it's written I'm born in unknown. And today we have 290 million children, and in my opinion, the numbers are even way more. 290 million children who do not have a birth certificate at birth. So I considered myself to be blessed that when I was born, my dad was able to register me, but at the age of 5, I lost my birth certificate, and we could not retrieve the original documents because the registries were burned. So this is where in the camp I learned how an invisible man or child lives, and in fact that people without birth certificates are called invisible people by the United Nations. So this was where the title Invisible Man came to fit. And part on living in the camp, and in fact it was an inspiration from University of Nicosia, to be honest, because when I finished my MOOC program, I got a certificate from them. And that certificate was timestamped using the Bitcoin as a network. What does this mean? Every file, every digital file has a fingerprint, like humans have fingerprints. And our fingerprints are unique among our 10 fingers, and our fingerprints are unique among others as well. So digital files have the same functionality. They have a digital fingerprint. If you take that digital fingerprint and you register it on a ledger that is immutable, that is borderless, that's open, that's neutral, that's decentralized, what happens is you have a registry to validate fingerprints and validate their authenticity, validate whether this fingerprint has changed or not. And since this fingerprint is derived from a digital file, I thought, hey, maybe we can use this type of non-financial application of blockchain, not only in authenticating and certifying academic certificates like a MOOC program certificate or attendance of a MOOC program or finishing your MOOC program, but you can use it actually in civil documents like marriage certificates, death certificates, and birth certificates, and even land titles. This needs some sort of universal immutable ledger, and that's where I came into digital identity and blockchain. And I started my first company in the refugee camp, Tycoon.tech. And from there, we grew Tycoon into today a Dutch startup. I raised for it 1.4 million euros, if I'm not mistaken. I left in December 2019 because I believe that today, with the presence of Bitcoin, you don't need a digital identity to carry financial inclusion, to carry other services in society. So now I'm fully focused on Bitcoin since 2019.
Yeah. And then I guess sort of the other aspect of blockchain and cryptocurrency that people usually see is just, financial inclusion. talk a little bit.
When we're talking about timestamping, verifying credentials, verifying IDs, this is where the word blockchain is used. So both words, they can offer a way to financial inclusion. One, the blockchain identity and the blockchain-based IDs, they need the regulator, they need the regulation to basically fulfill this vision, while in crypto, you can do that without the regulator. So even if the Dutch government says, yeah, ban Bitcoin, they can do it. But they can say, yeah, we're gonna ban credentials coming from Syria because we don't trust the Syrian regime. We're gonna ban credentials coming from, I don't know, a country or a city or a village in Africa because we cannot verify if the issuer of that credential is really doing an authentic and true job.
Yeah. And then, so you're not only an early adopter of cryptocurrency, but also generally, yeah, online education, as was mentioned in the first part. You did an online master's in blockchain technology in a refugee camp. And especially now, you know, with COVID, we see more and more people actually seeing this as a viable source of education. Do you think like blockchains and online education is something that can come together to actually really like compete with physical education in the future?
100%. And this is one of the most underrated topics today. We're all focusing today on the price of Bitcoin and the price of Ethereum and the price of other cryptocurrencies, but we fail to see the innovations that it can bring in the educational sector. Whether we talk about blockchain-based IDs for students, something that Cardano has been taking lead on lately. They're working with the government of Ethiopia to offer student credentials and offer verifiable diplomas on blockchain technology, which not only gives the confidence for the student that my diploma will not be lost, my diploma can be verified, my diploma has value now for me because it can be unique and it is unique for me. And if I put my 5 and 10 years effort in studying, no one can come just right click, copy paste, edit some things on Photoshop, and now he has the same document as me. This is, I think, what from a student/university perspective it can offer. It can save a lot of time and money as well for recruiters, because imagine a company like Aramco in Saudi Arabia. They hire engineers from all around the globe to work in the petroleum industry and the gas industry. If I don't present my credentials, they will not hire me. And if I present fake credentials and I'm hired, the company has a big problem. So that's why they take a lot of time in screening their clients or screening their candidates. And let's imagine that those now certificates or those university diplomas are being issued on any type of blockchain, whether it's Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, a blockchain that has immutability in a core principle in its formation or in its creation, then those recruiters like Aramco, like Shell, they have a split-second time to verify this certificate if it's really coming from that university or not.
Great, yeah. Any other applications of blockchain that you're excited about? So, I mean, obviously, you know, NFTs are a
exactly, you just said it. I mean, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, the fact that you can have unique piece of digital art and you can verify it and you can carry it around the globe. You can have a, people say it's just a JPEG. Well, I can say about the Mona Lisa, it's just a piece of cloth, you know? This scarcity that you can prove mathematically and cryptographically has huge implications on many industries, and one of them is the insurance industry. So those NFTs being used as collaterals, for example, against loans, against debt, against lending, borrowing. Imagine you have an NFT that is worth 100 or 200,000 euros, and yes, it is a JPEG file, but it has value attached to it, and I can use that value as a collateral to lend or to borrow money. And similar to how you take a Mona Lisa and you take a loan against it, it can happen today in a digital world. And digital means global, means borderless, means no discrimination, no looking at the color of your skin, about your age or your name or your place of birth. You have this file, you can just take a loan, and you don't pay your loan. Automatically in the smart contract, in the code, the law becomes coded. You don't pay on time, your NFT is auctioned, and the value is covering the loan. So the use case of NFTs or non-fungible tokens in collaterals for me and insurance is a big blind eye for many people.
And so, what's next for Tey? What are you working on now?
What's next for Tey? Tey is working today on Flus Finance. Flus in Arabic means money. We are bringing a new type of cryptocurrency wallets to the market, ones that you cannot lose your seed phrase or lose your password in it, simply because we leverage the power of biometrics. We realized in the past 10 years in crypto, there has been little innovation done in cryptocurrency wallets. There are multi-currency wallets, there are Bitcoin wallets, there are Ethereum wallets, but mainly wallets are in English language. Seed phrases and passphrases are in English language. There is a large population that cannot read and write. They're not English friendly yet. As a language, they cannot write a seed phrase with 12 words or 24 words. Even in the United States, 40% of the people who work in crypto, they have at least encountered one time in their crypto life a lost seed phrase or a misplaced paper that has their seed phrases on it. And seed phrases are those 12 words that give you access back to your crypto if you lost your wallet or if you lost your phone. We are at a $2.3, $2.5 trillion market cap today, and we still back up keys on a piece of paper. Whether it's the Ledger wallet, which we call the hardware wallets, they give you a piece of paper to write your seed phrase on it. Whether it's mobile wallets like blockchain, like Trust Wallet, you still have to back up your seed phrase on a piece of paper. With Flus, you're able to back up your seed phrase with your face. So what we realized, you rarely lose your face. You lose your face maybe if you do like something shameful, and then you say, I lost my face,
Maybe
but,
like a fire.
Yeah, exactly, but losing, you lose your finger, you lose your ear, but someone losing his face, that's, I've rarely heard of people who lost their faces. If you forget your speech on stage, you say, you lose your face. But we believe with the with my experience in digital identity and with Bitcoin and crypto wallets, I believe we are able to get out a biometric crypto wallet where you don't lose your keys in it and it's backed up by your face scan. It's not only that, we offer as well rewards in the wallet by holding certain types of crypto that are related to what we call staking pools and staking programs. Of course, you're able to send and receive money on a global scale. And mainly, it will be focused for the people in the Middle East and the North African region, where a huge number of undocumented people are, which automatically means they are unbanked. You don't have a document, you cannot get a bank account. So Flus is bringing back the original vision of Bitcoin, banking the unbanked, and we're putting it in the hands of the people who need it the most and who have smartphones and access to internet and are on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube every day.
Yeah. Interesting. And then, so one final question, and this is from Peter Thiel's book, 0 to 1. I'm not sure if you read it, but really great book. And he asked in the beginning, what's one fundamental truth that most people disagree with you on?
One fundamental truth that people disagree with me on is that, yeah, Bitcoin is a type of money, to be honest. This is the truth that is in front of our eyes, in front of my eyes at least, and people are still resisting that thought. That money can be digital, and money is not just something, or value is not just something that you touch. Value can be in a digital form, and this value can grow, and it can have a life, it can have a form, and it can be, accepted by millions of people. How big is that thought? It's a truth today. It's a truth because we have thousands and millions of thousands of equipment and computers that protecting this thought of value being digital, and we have hundreds of millions of users. We have, as I said, a $2 trillion market cap. Yeah, it is small compared to other big financial institutions, yet it is a truth that many people are turning a blind eye on.
Yeah. No. And then, so where can people find more about you, your work, your life?
They can follow me on Tey.Amsterdam, it's my website. They can find me on LinkedIn at Tey070, Instagram at Tey070, and on Telegram I am at Floes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll put all that in the description so everybody can look. Well, Tey, it was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
This was really interesting.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, good luck with all your
Thank you
future
so much.
endeavors. So,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.